Before we would get into the tracking or not tracking topic, we have to first calculate your total daily energy expenditure and your BMR. And the total daily energy expenditure is the total calories burned during the day with all kind of things and activities that you do, with the activities, physical activities, with digestion, so through the foods that you are eating, and your BMR, your basic metabolic rate. So how much you would burn, how much your body basically takes up to function. The BMR is like your metabolism, is how much your body burns during the day without you doing anything, just to keep your existence, basically, just to keep your brain, your digestion, your other organs to function. So basically you need this BMR, all these calories, to function for you to live. So we are also going to talk about how much is it maybe that you have to put into deficit in order to lose weight. So I'm just going to set up my screen recorder so you know what I'm doing. So to calculate your total daily energy expenditure, you can go to MyFitnessPal, or you can even ask ChatGPT or one of your AI tools. I'm going to do both, and then let's see how much difference is between the two. So I'm going to go to Copilot and ask him, "Hi Copilot, I am 39 years old woman, a fitness coach who also works a desk job, but I am very active, doing at least 10K steps a day, sometimes 12K steps, and do 3 strength training, weightlifting session and 1 Pilates session per week, walking 30 minutes every day, with that achieving at least 10K steps. Calculate for me my TDEE and my BMR. I am 173 centimeter tall and 67 kilogram heavy. Recommend my TDEE and how much calories consume daily to maintain my body, to lose fat on a steady level and aim for body composition." So once you put all these details, I like to put my details into AI, one of the AI chats, giving a lot of details about myself, my age, how tall I am, how heavy I am, activity levels, because some of the other calculators, let's go to the same time then to FitnessPal. Oh, I forgot to tell him that I'm a female. Maybe he knows. Anyway, so height, I'm 173, weight, pounds or kilogram. I have to choose. Is it there? Pounds or kilogram? How do I know? Okay, I'm 67. Oh, here, kilograms, centimeters, female, activity level, I'm active. Goal, weight maintenance, rate of weight change, I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna calculate it here. So we are calculating now both in the AI chat, we are calculating also. Is it giving me? Oh, see, does it need like a lot of time? Something is not right. Here, let's see the AI chat in Copilot. He's already telling me. The most accurate for women, so it says, my BMR is around 4,500 calories per day doing nothing. So that's how much my body needs to live and exist, basically. Your activity level, 10, 12K steps, heavy lifting, blah, blah, blah. Moderate, active, and very active. This puts you between moderate to very active. So basically, I'm between some range. So this says realistic TDEE ranges between 2,300 to 2,500 calories. So to maintain my body, I should be eating between the 2,300 to 2,500 calories a day. That's quite high. That's what it do to you if you do heavy lifting and you build muscles. That means your body will need more energy to consume to maintain your muscles as well. Your muscles are burning more calories, more energy to maintain your bodies than fat, for example, or no muscle at all. That's why it's very important to lift heavy weights and build those muscles, ladies. And it's also giving me some recommendation. If I want to lose fat, then maybe 10-15% deficit. So then I could have maybe still 1,250 calories, or if I want 15% deficit, between 1,950 to 2,100 calories. So I think best for fat loss range, 2,000 to 2,200 calories. This keeps energy high, preserves strength, and avoids hormonal stress. For body recomposition, just below or at maintenance with high protein. So if you want to build muscles but lose body fat at the same time, you can aim for something called body recomposition. So you're building muscle, but at the same time you're also losing fat. You have to hit high protein every day and you have to make sure that you are eating around the maintenance calories. So somewhere maybe 100, 200 calories plus minus your maintenance, but you are in that range. So for me, between the 2000 to 2400 calories to achieve that body recomposition, and eat like 2 gram protein per body weight. So around the 130 gram protein per day for me. And add progressive overload, of course. So progressively, consistently adding more weight or more reps, or to increase difficulty basically in the workout. Either you increase difficulty with adding more weight, adding more reps, doing it sort of faster or even slower to add more stimulus to the muscle. So depends on the exercise. You have to increase kind of the difficulty of the exercise, and most people do it with weights, but there are also other options to do this basically to achieve this with not necessarily adding more weight. So yeah, here is my quick summary. So perfect, the AI chat can also perfectly calculate your total daily energy expenditure to maintain how much you need to eat to lose fat and for body. So I think this one gives you a little bit more. If you ask ChatGPT or Copilot, you can give a little bit more information and detail than when you just go on FitnessPal or some of the other calorie tracker apps, I feel, and they get more details. Then let's try it also in another calorie calculator. Unfortunately, the MyFitnessPal did not work for me in the browser, but if you have the app, of course, you can just download MyFitnessPal or another calorie tracker. Like we have other calorie tracker app, Chronometer, or I think I downloaded another one the other time, was Macrometer or something like that. Yeah, Macrometer, it also exists. I have that on my phone. I used to have Chronometer as well. So if I go on online calculate, you just have to add your age. I'm 39, I'm a female, height 173, body weight 67, exercise 4 or 5 times a week, yes. This, yes, so let's calculate it. And then this calculator gives me a slightly different option. Honestly, I like the other one better from the AI chat. Weight loss to have 0.5 kilogram per week, yeah. If I want to achieve like half, then is around the 500 calorie deficit I have to be, then is 1663. Extreme weight loss, never to do the extreme weight loss if they are recommending anywhere to you to go under your BMR. I would not recommend to do that to anyone. BMR is a basal metabolic rate, and this amount is the basic calories your body needs to exist. So you don't want to know what will happen if you are going under your BMR and you use this as your calorie intake, because if you go under it, your body will not get enough calories to function. Think of your kidneys, your lungs, your digestion system, your hair, basically anything. So that's your period, your menstruation cycle. That's when you hear all these things from ladies that maybe they lost their period, they lost hair, something is going wrong with their kidneys or digestion, and they are awfully skinny or very, very, very skinny. Not a promoter of this attitude and this skinny propaganda at all. I think is very silly, is stupid in fact, and is unnecessary, is very dangerous. So to go under your BMR, consider this. If you are going into an extreme deficit of calories to achieve an extreme weight loss, or too fast you want to achieve it, your body is not going to function. At some point you will get to the level, maybe not immediately at the day one, but it will get to the level when you will lose your period, maybe you will lose hair, so your body will not function as it should because you are eating so low calories. That is insane. So you have to calculate. Of course, the BMR is different for everyone. It also depends if you're petite, it can be lower. But if you are tall and bigger person, it is going to be higher, of course. Never to go under the BMR. A sustainable weight loss is a maximum of 500 calories of a deficit per person, or between the 300 to 500, something like that. The 200 might be too slow. Maybe for experienced weightlifters or someone experienced who just want to achieve body recomposition and only goes like a 200 below, can achieve sustainable fat loss over time. But for beginners who aim for weight loss, around the 300 to 500 calorie deficit is what's normal and what's gonna give you sustainable results. If you are choosing for a 500 calorie deficit per day, so you're eating 500 calories less than what your TDE is, then you can lose around 0.5 kilogram or 1 pound body weight fat per week. So that's how much you will lose. 1 pound. Oh my God, I'm getting always confused between these measurements. So either you will use around half a kilogram. I'm using kilogram all the time, so this pound thing is difficult for me, sorry. So half a kilogram or 1 pound per week. That's a sustainable fat loss, and you will lose this much if you take a 500 calorie deficit. That's just science, because we have calculated in the first video, this one, 500 calorie deficit in a 1 week is 3,500 calorie deficit. 3,500 calories additionally burned. In 2 weeks is 7,000. Now to burn 1 or 2 pounds of body fat or body weight, you need around 7,700. So around the 15 days, you will achieve this amount of weight loss, the 1 kilogram or 2 pounds. So again, so this video was only for your information, to teach you how you can actually calculate your total daily energy expenditure that we have spoken about in the video 1, video 2, and during this video series. So that's your total daily energy expenditure, what you burn during a day, with activities, with digestion, with everything, your BMR. So that's your total daily calories that you can consume, because we can assume you will also burn all that. So that's how much you can eat. And then if you want to go into a deficit, you can deficit that and eat that much less to achieve weight loss over time. Now, in the next video, we are going to get into the details if you shall track your macros or not. See you then.